Everybody, and thanks for joining this morning. My name is Tucker Ferguson. I'm the district engineer for TxDOT here in the Austin district, and thank you for being with us today. Hard to believe we're standing here today doing a winter weather update with, I think this might be the best weather we've ever had for this update, but certainly the timing is right for the Thanksgiving weekend. And winter is coming, I promise. Eventually it'll get here, and we just want to talk about how we are being prepared for addressing those situations. But this is a special week in our nation, and many of us will enjoy some time with family and friends and enjoy some really good food over the next couple of days, and of course watch lots and lots of football over the weekend. Hard to believe, but we still have 5 Texas teams that are in the running for the college football playoff. So that's exciting. It's going to be a great weekend of family and fun and fellowship and food and football. But the Thanksgiving week and the weekend is traditionally one of the busiest travel times of the year, and especially on our highways. And we can't necessarily help you with the cooking or with the turkey or the stuffing or even the lasagna you might have on Thursday. But we do want to do our part to keep our roads safe and keep safety at the forefront of everyone's mind so they can get to their destination safely. And the good news is that it looks like the weather will be cooperating the rest of this week, and we won't see any freezing precipitation. But with that said, the Austin District does prepare early for winter weather and winter conditions. We want to make sure that our most critical roads will remain open at all times in the event of a storm. Our team is standing by ready 24/7 to make sure the roadways are passable for those who need them most, including our emergency responders. We work closely with our meteorologists to monitor weather conditions so that when winter precipitation is in the forecast, we can pre-treat our roadways to help prevent ice from forming on the roadways. And to do that, we use a saltwater solution called brine that can be applied up to 2 days early before a storm arrives to help prevent the bonding of snow and ice from the roadway. And it can also be used after the storm starts to help melt snow and ice from the roadway. And since 2021, we have tripled our stockpile of materials of brine and magnesium chloride, which is a granular substance that helps melt ice on the roads. To support the application of all these materials and to battle the snow and ice on the roadways, our district maintains over 150 pieces of equipment that will be used on the roadways, including 5 snow plows, and we have 270 crew members ready to go for winter operations, along with some of our contractor partners that we deployed to help keep our roads passable throughout a storm. It's important to understand that the roadway conditions can change very rapidly, especially here in Texas, and our weather is very unpredictable, and still some snow and ice can result in accumulating on the roadways, and this is why we always advise drivers to stay off the roads during winter storms. And to also help keep our community safe this winter, I've asked a couple of our partners to share some of the comments from their perspective as we enter into this busy holiday travel period. First, we are joined by traffic safety advocate and AAA Senior Public Affairs Specialist Daniel Armbruster. There will be lots of people traveling on our roadways over the Thanksgiving holiday, and Daniel will share AAA's perspective on the forecast and the importance of safety. Please welcome Daniel.
Good morning. Thank you, Tucker. And thank you to TxDOT for inviting AAA to be a part of this important conversation. We appreciate this partnership and the shared commitment to keeping our roadways safe here in Texas, especially over the holidays. And in fact, this Thanksgiving, Texas is on the move like never before, with 5.8 million Texans taking a trip 50 miles or more for Thanksgiving. That is a new record, and the third consecutive year in a row where we've seen a record over this holiday. Now, of that 5.8 million, AAA projects that 5.3 million, about 90%, will travel by car starting today for the holiday. So more than ever before, it's a clear sign that families are eager to connect and spend time with loved ones. Our roads will be busy from the very start of the holiday travel period, which is starting today. And with so many people heading out, patience, preparation, and safe driving habits are more important than ever. But with this increase in travel comes a critical reminder. As traffic builds across Texas today, we need every driver to do their part and to keep our roadways safe, especially for the men and women who work on the shoulders of our highways. That includes first responders, tow truck drivers, TxDOT, law enforcement, and stranded motorists. And that's why today we're emphasizing the importance of Texas's slow down, move over law, which a lot of people are not aware of. In fact, This law, if you see flashing lights, red, blue, amber, or white, you are required to move over one lane, and if it's not safe to do that, then you are required to slow down 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. This law is so important, it saves lives, but it only works when every driver takes it seriously. Far too many roadside workers are injured or killed each year, on average about 24, because someone was driving distracted or failed to obey this law. And as more Texans hit the road for Thanksgiving, the risk grows. We want everyone, travelers, workers, families, all to make it safely to their destinations. So as you prepare for holiday trips, please remember, put down your phone, stay alert, and slow down or move over. Thank you again to TxDOT for bringing us out today. And up next, we have the hero.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Joey Campbell, and I'm with the TxDOT Hero Program. As we all know, the months ahead can bring unpredictable weather that affects all the roadways around the Austin District. That's where the TxDOT Hero Program comes in. Our mission is to keep traffic moving safely and efficiently by providing quick clearance and free roadside assistance. The Hero team offers a wide range of no-cost services to the motoring public, including fuel for when you run out of gas, tire changes, water if your vehicle overheats, and many more. If your vehicle experiences major issues, our operators are trained to move you safely off the roadway into a secure location. You can find Hero units all over the place in Austin, including I-35 all the way from San Marcos to Georgetown, 183, 290, 71, Mopac, and more recently, the 183 toll, the 290 toll, and the 183 South toll. So chances of you traveling on one of our roadways is pretty high. We operate from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on all roadways. And we also do the overnight from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. on a modified schedule from I-35 between toll 45 and toll 45. On weekends, we are also available 24 hours a day on 35. When it comes to driving in inclement weather, your best option is to always stay home. If you must travel, please take your time, buckle up, brake slowly, and please increase the distance between yourself and other drivers and be alert for any changes in road condition. If you're out there traveling and you find yourself in need of any assistance, please call our number at 512-974-HERO or simply dial 311. Once again, thank you guys for your time today, and thanks, Tucker.
Thank you, Daniel and Joey, for those comments and supporting us in our efforts to keep roads safe. And just real quick, a little story about Hero, and this is constituents coming to visit me in our district. We had a meeting, and he told me when he got into the office, unfortunately, he had a flat tire on US 183 yesterday coming to visit with me, and was so impressed because he said he was there, got out, got off to the side of the road, was there just a few minutes, and a Hero driver behind it came up, turned his lights on, and even assisted him in changing the tire. So, Joe, your team is making a difference. He didn't know who he was. He didn't know who he was coming to see. So it worked out, and it was really nice to hear him share that experience with me yesterday afternoon. So as you heard in all of our comments, focusing on safety while driving is very important. And unfortunately, earlier this month, we recognized a very somber anniversary in Texas. On November 7th, it marked the 25th anniversary since the last time we had a day without a death on Texas roadways. Fathers, husbands, wives, children, friends, family, and lives that have just been senselessly and lost in preventable crashes over the past 25 years, and we need your help to help end the streak of fatalities, especially as we approach this winter season. So we're asking drivers to follow some simple safety tips when traveling this holiday season. And since we're talking about weather at this point, let me start there. So for number one, stay informed about the conditions. Use the weather forecast that our local media does a great job of putting out there, and know the road conditions before you travel by visiting drivetexas.org for the up-to-date road conditions before you venture out. If you can avoid traveling, that's the safest decision you can make during this winter season. But if you do need to travel, drive to conditions, which means slow down. I often say it's okay in the wintertime to go 35 on 35. It's okay to drive 35 miles an hour or slower on I-35. Take your time, increase the distance between yourself and those around you. plan for a longer trip wherever you're going. If you need a brake, brake slowly and gently, and that's especially important when the roadway may be slick. And speaking more generally about driving behaviors, not only during winter times, but at all times, if you see the law enforcement or first responders or work crews on the side of the road, as Daniel said, move over or slow down, or better yet, move over and slow down. It's not only the law, but it's safer for everyone out there. Avoid distractions, never drink and drive, and always buckle up. And we're also at this time reminding drivers to heed the advice of our new campaign to drive like a Texan. Texans, look out for one another on and off the road. And a little kindness and care behind the wheel can go a long way to make our roads safer for everyone. So drive like a Texan, be kind, courteous, and safe. So in a few minutes, we will be doing a demonstration of the equipment that we'll be using over this winter season. But at this time, I would like to see if there's any questions for myself or Joey or Daniel that we can answer for you. Yes.
Yes, of course. Yes, the main benefit of having a hero driver with you is, you know, we have this big truck, we have lights, we have cones, flares, you name it. We have all of these safety features available for us to change these tires. If we're not there, you don't have those sort of safety features. And so even with all of our nice flashing lights, people still do not slow down, they still do not get over. So if we're not there, the likelihood of people slowing down and getting over is lower. So also, people usually are not used to breaking down on the highway, so they have no experience out there. They may be flustered and stressed out, and they're not always, you know, watching traffic, which is a big thing that we tell our guys, to always keep your eye on traffic. So I think with our crew out there, the experience we have not only goes into getting you out of there quickly by changing the tire, but getting you out safely, because we know what to look for. We know to always keep the eye on traffic, and it does help that we have the safety equipment. So if you find yourself stranded out there on one of our roadways, even if you know how to change a tire, it's always good to call for us for backup, because we can provide that extra traffic control. If you're ever in a place where we can't do it, just please keep your eye on traffic and keep your head on a swivel. And if it has ever seemed like it's too dangerous to do on your own, call a tow truck. I'd rather pay for a tow truck than a funeral. So thank you.
We have ramped up our fleet, and we do have 5 snow plows in our fleet today. So several years ago, we had none, and we used different equipment to remove snow from the roadway, motor graders, and I'm going back to 2021 and Winter Storm Uri that really impacted statewide. So at that point, we decided to make an effort to acquire some snow plows in the event we get a plowable storm. We received them from the Amarillo district, so the Amarillo district obviously gets more snow and has more snow plow and that type of equipment for moving snow. And they will historically change out for newer equipment. And once we found that they were getting rid of some snow plows, we initially grabbed 3 of those, and in the last couple of years we've been able to acquire 2 more. So we have 5 snow plows, which isn't a lot, but it can help out if we get a plowable snow on one of our major roadways, to deploy those, remove the snow, and then treat it with the de-icing material.
todavía estás conectado. Are you still connected? Did you need it? Yeah, go for it. Okay. Muy buenos días, mi nombre es Antonio Luján, Lujn, y soy portavoz para TxDOT. Esta mañana estamos llevando a cabo nuestra rueda de prensa para hablar a la comunidad acerca de los preparativos para estos tiempos festivos. Ya viene el Día de Acción de Gracias, también el tiempo invernal. Entonces, nuestros equipos están preparando desde ahora mismo para pretratar las carreteras en dado caso que venga algún tipo de tormenta que provoque hielo, nieve, y por supuesto contamos con 5 snowplows para remover acumulación de nieve en nuestras carreteras del distrito de Austin. Esto es muy importante para nosotros debido a que obviamente el área del centro de Texas ahora cuenta con más población y tenemos carreteras que son muy transitadas de conductores que vienen de San Antonio a Dallas o viceversa. Entonces es importante tener todos nuestros equipos en orden para pretratar las carreteras durante estos eventos invernales. Consejos para las personas que van a conducir en estos días, ya que se están preparando para pasar tiempo con sus seres queridos. Por favor, siempre lleven un botiquín de emergencia en sus automóviles, lleven comida enlatada, snacks que puedan cargar consigo, focos de mano, por supuesto baterías extra para los celulares y por supuesto llevar el celular cargado antes de empezar su viaje. Y sobre todo, siempre utilizar nuestro sitio web que es drivetexas.org para mantenerse al tanto de las condiciones climatológicas en el estado de Texas. Bueno, también nosotros, como pueden ver detrás de mí, contamos con nuestros equipos de Hero. Si alguna persona se queda varada en las carreteras principales de Austin, ya sea la carretera 35, 183, 71 en el sur o Ben White o cualquier toll que está alrededor de nuestra área, ustedes pueden llamar a este equipo Hero a través del número 311 que es conectado a través de la ciudad de Austin y por supuesto van a recibir ayuda de estos hombres que están aquí para ayudarles. Los equipos de Hero proveen servicios como para cambiarle la llanta del automóvil si se le explota la llanta o le falta aire, también si se queda varado por algún problema del auto que ya no funcione, si por decir se ve involucrado en algún tipo de colisión, ellos lo pueden llevar a un lugar seguro y si se quedan varados durante tiempo invernal, ellos también les pueden dar un aventón hacia un lugar seguro. 24 horas, 7 días a la semana, bueno, 24 horas, 7 días es lo que funcionan a través de la carretera 35. En los fines de semana es únicamente la carretera 35, pero entre semana es cuando ellos dan servicio a otras carreteras como la 183, la 71, entre otras. Definitivamente, como mencionó el representante de AAA, hay una ley que se llama Move Over. Entonces, le pedimos a los conductores que cuando ustedes ven equipos de emergencia, por favor, háganse a un lado y reduzcan su velocidad por 20 millas por hora. O simplemente traten de darle el espacio a los equipos de emergencia, las ambulancias, las apagadoras, para que puedan proveer sus servicios en dado caso de una colisión o si simplemente están asistiendo a una persona varada en el camino.